And his first time in that Citroen is 5th. Well, it's time for day 2 in the Alps. As the spectators settle in for a hard day's drinking and eating, we're going to be showing you some racing as well. What a way to go rallying that is. Looks like a fantastic weekend out. So, the first car we see this morning, Gregoire Hotz from Switzerland. Flying through the Alps again. We're on board this time with Nicholas Althaus from Switzerland. Very treacherous conditions as well. Some snow starting to lay around here in late October in Switzerland. Very, very nice bit of corner in there as well. That's exactly how to do it. Grab in the handbrake, slide it sideways and get your boot down again as fast as you possibly can. Well, another man looking to get his boot down today on day 2, Michael Solovov. Finished in the top 3 on day 1. Looking to move up the order. On board with a man who finished 2nd. Florian Gonon from Switzerland, trying to uphold the national honour here, especially with an Italian leading at the moment. He's still there. Luca Rossetti leading the championship and also out there in front this weekend. That car still looking very, very clean and polished, which you don't see all that much in rallying. Well, another rather polished looking Mitsubishi from Switzerland. Philip Canadona. And from Belgium, that's Thierry Neuville. Really giving that Citroen a workout this weekend. It's brand spanking new. And on board with him. And the car is actually 2-wheel drive as well. So Thierry doing a fantastic job staying right up there with the 4-wheel drive cars and has posted some of the fastest times so far this weekend. I think he did say earlier on it surprised him. That great side-by-side shot, you can see Thierry handbraking it round the corner alongside Andrea Crugnola. That really is a good shot as well, because you can see where one car makes up time or one car loses it. So Andrea Crugnola. Well, that wasn't the speediest way to take a corner, to be honest with you, for Luca Rossetti, but he's still in the lead at the moment. Still looking at the fastest time so far.
We had broken immediately the handbrake, so on the hairpin we was really slow, and in some part I need to use the rear gear to turn the car, and 2 times the engine stopped and we went straight. So it was a big problem.
Yeah, stopping and going straight on at these corners, these hairpin bends, when there's snow on the ground and it's very, very cold and icy. Not a situation you want to be in, but the crew, obviously, and the team fixed the handbrake on the Gran Punto, and Luca is back on the pace again. Needs to maintain a decent position this weekend to make sure he locks up the European Rally Championship this weekend. Yep, everything working much better inside there. Almost looks like nice fluid and flowing in there. That's how you're supposed to drive. Florian Gonon with the Subaru. Local man from here in Switzerland. Absolutely flying downhill. And from Poland, we heard from Michael Solovov earlier on about the trouble with gear ratios and everything. Let's see how it's going for him today.
It was quite okay, but it was very slippery and very difficult to find the proper rhythm.
A lot of snow on the road?
There was a snow, there was ice, there was hidden ice, black ice in some areas, so everything what you want.
Well, another guy doing quite well today, Andrea Crugnola from Italy with a little Clio.
You really go on the limit?
Yeah, sometimes I have to go to the limit, but sometimes in some place I have to go slowly because there is some snow and it's very slippery.
Well, Olivier Bury at one of his home races here in Switzerland Doing quite nicely so far today. That was almost so fast I didn't even see who that was. It is actually Gregoire Hotz with the little Peugeot. And another one in the small class. This is the Clio of Matteo Gamba from Italy. Winding through the mountain roads. And a bit of sunshine late here in the afternoon. Thierry Neuville had a bit of a torrid time so far with the Citroen, and here he says that they hit a big rock that was laying on the edge of the road. It caused a big problem and deformed the wheel, and after 4 kilometres he felt that he had a punched tyre, so he had to stop and change the wheel. But at the end of Super Stages so far, gone on number 1, Solovov 2, Rossetti still at number 3 after that handbrake problem, Prinola 4 and Burry is 5th. Well, part of the whole ambience and experience about coming to Switzerland, and particularly the Rallye International de Valais, is the whole atmosphere and everything that goes along with watching the race. As you can see, the helicopters coming in and all the VIPs standing there watching the racing, watching everybody come round. What a way to arrive in the mountains as well, in your own helicopter. So you don't have to drive up the hills. It must take an awful amount of time out of your day, so you can spend more time drinking, which is not a bad thing anyway. But everybody really having a great time here in the picturesque setting. As we said before, the base camp, if you will, is at Martigny in the Swiss Alps. And just I'll have 3 bottles of those, please. As the organiser actually addresses everybody. And everybody gives him a round of applause, which is nice. But a really, really great event indeed. And I bet there's some of the warmest people standing by those grills in the whole place. This rally definitely has its own unique atmosphere. Well, it's back to the racing that we now go. And this is Laurent Levier from Switzerland. Oh, and Laurent goes way too wide on one of the corners, smashes into the retaining rail, and rather bizarrely, actually, by the looks of it, snaps the steering on the left-hand side of the car. Well, he actually hits the barrier with the right-hand side, but snaps something on the left. That could well be the end of his weekend. We'll just have to wait and see. Well, one man running very well this weekend, like I said, trying to win the championship. That going round there was Antolin Tulizak. As he slides it round a very, very wet bend here and tries to avoid Laurent Levier. By the looks of it, who is out for the day. Number 22, Olivier Gillet from Switzerland. And that's Matteo Gamba from Italy. Well, a man with the 2-wheel drive car doing great this weekend. Let's hear from him again, Thierry Neuville.
Thierry, comment est-ce que vous faites pour faire des scratchs contre des Super 2000 avec un F3?
Well, the interviewer's asking, how do you drive so fast with a 2-wheel drive car? And Thierry says, well, you have to have a good car, a good driver, and drive fast. That's it. Makes it sound easy, doesn't it? He says we're on the limit and showed the car's true potential.
Du coup, on savait qu'il fallait rouler et on a bien montré le potentiel de la voiture.